Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack on Production. Today I will be going over a duel that happened at our locals. This is me versus Matt. Since I don't have Matt here today, Fluff, who is our Vegito expert between the two of us, will be kind of going over Vegito's cards.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Damn it, I was gonna say, there's your moment to talk now, Fluff, because you always...
Sorry, you paused for like half a second, so I took it.
Took the opportunity when you had it. That makes sense.
I thought that's all I was going to get, so I took it.
I would say I paused. I'm like, oh, he's not talking. Hang on. And you talked to go say something. So It happens. It's fine.
I got you.
All right. So before the duel starts, we're kind of going over our hands. I think Matt kept his hand in the situation, but like always, if you enjoy our
content, like, subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know, like content went blank. I was gonna say entertainment for some reason, but yeah, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that bell if you want to know when we're posting more and more videos. Yeah, that's it. You know, just do that. All right, so we're gonna kind of go over it. This entire night, I was rolling second play. I was always going turn 2, which I think you've mentioned before. Like, don't you want to go turn 1 with AOD? I'm like, no, actually, I mean turn 2. I'm like, no, I want to go turn 1. I want that extra energy on the board. I want Bobby out as soon as possible. That way, when you have 1 energy, or my opponent has 1 energy, I have 2 energy.
Every time I've played you, it's like, hey, I'm going to roll 11s or 12s, and then you always go first, and it seems to work out for you. But I also get the energy curve idea as well.
This entire night, I was rolling second place, second, going turn 2. So it was almost like an uphill battle because I was always have to, like, my basic turn 1 is get, well, speaking of turn 1s, his turn 1 was phenomenal. The classic turn 1. He got the Vegito out. So he's ready to go practically.
The whole idea behind Vegito is that the cards have to put in the work for the leader. So, you know, getting the draw 2 on that is exceptional. Like, you've got to thin that deck out a little bit. You've got to find your combo pieces. Even though he's not gaining an advantage on this, it's still important for him to do that. I feel like Vegito has a really uphill battle against agents just because of all the counterplay, the negates, the swarm. If you're not playing a stun variant of Vegito, it can be an incredibly difficult matchup.
Yeah. So I swung leader. I'm searching for a certain card. Do not see it there, unfortunately. I don't remember what the card is. What I was trying to search for first at this particular moment. Oh no, that is what I wanted to see. It was a turn late because he got his big boy out already, but that's fine. I can deal with it. If I deal with it, I can take care of other stuff later on the road. But typical turn 1 for Bobby, or AOD in this case, is to get the 1-drop on the board. And as you can see, that did not happen.
Yeah. You've got to use that setup. Now, so Matt, as a Vegito player, is faced with two things here. Does he play stun or does he go hard? I'm assuming that Matt's going to go hard here.
Yeah. Now, I will say real quick, I chose not to take a life because I knew what was coming on the board this turn. I knew he was going to be able to do potentially 4 damage to me. And if he only chose to do 3, my leader will give me the extra damage for my following turn. But there was a ruling about certain... I have another blue energy, that's what it was. But there was a ruling that he was questioning, and I wasn't sure at the time, but I talked to one of our judges, and apparently it's been ruled that you can't do this. You can swing with the 5-drop Vegito, and then activate battle after they say no to the gate, then your combo set to place on top of it to continue to battle out.
So it lets you sneak in a triple strike?
Yeah. Now, if for some reason someone has found the ruling where you can't do that, let us know. But as of right now, people are able to do that from what I've gathered.
Now, see, Matt threw on that super combo on that Vegito. I don't know that I agree with that.
I don't remember. I think he wanted to guarantee I hit it, and after he played, he's like, "You're going to take it anyways." Working, I'm like, because I think if you look at it,
yeah, if I were at 7 life and someone hit me with a triple strike on turn 2, believe I would take it.
That was a neat life. And you see me reaching for it, and he's like, "Hang on," and he's like, "Any combo?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna stop you from super comboing."
Right.
I think he
He
just
did.
wanted to guarantee it.
Yeah. Not saying that was the wrong move. He definitely wanted to sanction that, like, you'd had to combo really hard to get past it. You know, he could be planning on dropping another Vegito next turn. Like turn 3, you can drop a Vegito with no energy remaining at the
Yeah.
end. You know, he might be expecting you to go take you down, take him down to 4 life so he can awaken. I don't know what the idea is, though. From my perspective, looking down, it looks like he's got 5 cards in his hand. You know,
Roughly, yeah.
do you forego his life and just pressure that Vegito, or do you try to aggro him out, knowing that he has no defenses?
In this duel, I didn't want to waste my cards.
Did you
Going
just
for
get 2 cards on that?
yeah,
Holy crap!
yeah. I think one was a hatch. I think both might have been hatch check actually. Um, but I swung to his leader just because I didn't want to waste the extra resource in my hand. And here, I don't know why I got this card mixed up with another card. I can't remember what card I got mixed up with, but I was like, oh, if you take, it was the pan I think from the yellow cards, the 1-drop pan that allows you to take
Yeah. Yep.
2 Saiyans, I think, or something like that. And if you take
But
2,
you
you have
have
to
to
discard one
discard
card.
one. Yeah.
I haven't played that deck in like a
It's
month.
been it's been a tick.
And I don't know why for that particular match I got confused. I was like, oh yeah, I got discarded card if I took 2 cards. I'm like, wait, no, I don't. So now Matt knows I have a double strike in my hand. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of cards in his hand.
Yeah. So right here, what I'm doing is that I do play 2 Vegeta's Agent Destruction in my deck. So after swinging with leader, I'm searching for something. Didn't see it, so I grabbed the Turtles instead. I swing with Turtles. I'm searching for it as well. Unfortunately, I do not see it because that Vegeta would pop his Vegito. And then that would guarantee that I could prolong one more round against him without having to worry about anything.
So you got to kind of imagine the Vegito combo is a 2-card combo, and this deck doesn't draw a lot. So you've got to have 2 specific cards in your hand to be able to go into it.
Yeah.
So unless he opened a pair of both, he's going to not be able to play another Vegito unless, like, he's been lucky enough to accumulate those pieces.
Yes. So he took that one. If I'm correct, I used Bobbity first activate main to play the battle card I just got. And there it is. So it has the crit, it's 20k, it's a pretty beefy boy. He has no energy. He has like 2 cards, I think, in his drop right now. So I know he can't activate any of his sparking negates. So I'm swinging the lead. I stand corrected.
You swing into the Vegito.
Oh, because I didn't get the Vegeta. So okay, I stand corrected. I'm just trying to take out what is necessary in this case. I think I'm gonna combo like maybe 1 card, or I super combo one or the other. It's been a while.
You've got a pretty,
2 cards, 3 cards.
Yeah, you've got a pretty commandeering hand here. And actually, I wanted to just check. I peeked something in your hand.
Oh, every card right there you see I comboed with was a copy. I have each of those already in my hand already, and that's why I felt fine to combo those off. So he wasted. He now has 4 or 5 cards in his hand. So I mean, he wasted resources to keep Vegeta alive. That's fine. I still have 1 standing extra card, which would be a negate. I would not have comboed a Garlic Jr. if I didn't have one in my hand.
You had full power Kamehameha in your hand. That was an instant out to that Vegito.
You're right. I did. I did not think about it for some reason.
The activate main would warp that Vegito.
I wanted to hang on to the energy I had, I think, after searching, because I have the 1 negate in case he was able to bring out another Vegito. I didn't have anything to stop that. So I had to guarantee I could stop an attack, which is what I do here.
He only paid 2 to Kaioken the 1 card off.
Which is Bobbity. And that's why I could not use the Garlic Jr. I had to use Max Power Kamehameha, and I could not bring it back to my hand, unfortunately.
So he's trying to... Okay.
So he's since being back up. And that's mainly for a defensive stand. I had 3 Garlic Juniors in my hand. That is crazy. Or maybe I comboed the
Yeah.
second one off. I don't remember my hand exactly at this moment. Um,
And so the Android 13 also is a drop every time it swings, right? Whenever you
no,
attack, or is it just when it's played
it's an activate main for 2 energy.
to make your
You,
opponent discard 1?
if I'm correct, you pop a battle card, X amount, I think power or something like that, and then your opponent has to discard a card.
Got it.
So I pay 1 energy to get my Bobbity back to the field. Bobbity's fine. I clarified to him, like, hey, you got anything to stop this? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, swing a Turles. I'm back to the digging. I'm looking for that Vegeta again. It's a quick way of trying to pop his card without having to worry about anything.
And if I'm you and I know that I'm digging for that Vegeta, you're eventually gonna find it. Just with the amount of search and stuff that you do. So you're doing the right thing by pressuring the leader here, ignoring that Vegito. He's only got 3 cards in his hand. You can take all the time in the world to do whatever you need to do without going resource heavy. And then there's the Vegeta.
There's Vegeta. And the reason why I swung at I'm okay with him taking. I mean, yeah, it's like, why didn't you just swing with the crit? Well, I knew Matt would take the 1 hit easily there. And if you guys recall correctly, I do have a double strike in my hand. Because I had to, I accidentally discarded thinking I had to. So I pop his Vegito. And I think I swing with Android 13 next towards his leader.
You still have 2 open energy. You have a lot of, and you still have your leader swing. You still have, in your hand, just from the looks of it there, it looks like 6 or 7 cards in the hand. Matt's sitting on 4.
So for 2 energy, Matt's playing Topo. Keep in mind, Topo during your opponent's turn is an energy cost of 2 in hand. So before it even hits the ground, it's energy cost of 2. So I counterplay it, so it cannot be played.
That's really rough because he still has to make the discard because the discard is part of the counterplay, not the auto that prevents the multiple swings from going on.
Correct. And Android 13 itself causes a card to be discarded from your opponent's hand as well. So Matt has to get rid of 2 cards, unfortunately. With a deck that only has 3 cards in his hand, that really hurts him.
With as slow as Vegito draws, that's really bad.
This is me just verifying that he has to discard 2 cards because it's part of the counterattack. Counterattack, discard 1 card from your hand, then play this card. I think it's how it's read.
That is one of the worst things in the world is to get topoed. Is for someone to counterplay a topo because you no longer get the benefit of topo, so you just wasted 2 energy, plus you just dropped 2 cards out of your hand. Yeah. And then you throw in the fact that you used Android 13 on the counterplay, so he just lost 3 cards in his hand.
Yeah.
For getting counterplayed. Like that's
I think I might pass. I can't remember if I do or don't. Yeah, I pass because he has 1 card in hand. So he's awakened to get 2 more cards. He'll have a total of 4 cards in his hand. He's gonna charge 1 of them, I feel like. It's how I was kind of picturing. I'm like, either he charges 1 card or he doesn't. He decided to charge 1 card. He awakens to get 2 more cards.
See, if I were Matt, I would have probably skipped the charge.
I think that might have been best as well.
Just kind of getting glimpses into his hand as his hand kind of folds down. Just seeing what's there.
So he's swinging into lead.
And that's just a dig play. Like he is just digging at this point.
Yes.
He's trying to see what he can find. But I don't know. If I were you, I don't know that I would have stopped. I think I would have pressured out. He'd have taken a few cards, but I don't know that this makes a difference. Like, I don't know how this match goes, but I just don't see how Vegito comes back.
Truth be told, I did not have a guarantee that I could beat him, and that's why I did not do it. I could have swung.
I definitely don't think you beat him that turn, but I think you have him in such a questionable position that there is literally nothing that he can do.
My only thing with it was that I did not know if him having 7 cards would have made that difference. Or 7 or 8 cards would have made that difference or not. So he played Vegeta, double strike. He swung. I still have a negate in my hand. I'm ready for this. I mean, I'm okay. I do have 2 Senzu Beans, but obviously I have no blue energy right now. I've drawn pretty nicely this turn.
You've got Garlic. You've got enough combo power. Even if you were to slide out of Vegito on you, I don't think that he could have got the swing. Even discarding the Garlic Jr. out of your hand, he swings with it. I don't think there's enough combo power on his side to out combo you. That would have tapped him out. You'd have won. I'm assuming you beat him this turn. That's just my guess. Just looking at the field, I'm assuming this is the kill turn.
So I have 20 cards in my hand. I swing a Turtles. He topos. I do not have another Android 13 in my hand, so I cannot counterplay. I do double check to make sure. Using Turtles, getting an extra card in my hand. Doesn't matter what it is at this case. Now, whatever I do, it is me using this card to get extra hits on him. I think he has 2 cards in his hand right now.
There are 2.
Yeah.
And I see what one is. I can't see what the other is.
And keep in mind, I do have a Unison in my hand, and I have a double strike in my hand. So I do have 2 battle cards that will be swinging at him with crit added to it. I think I discard. I have the Secret Rare in my hand. Do I discard it?
I'm sure.
No, I discard one of the Unisons, and I did have the counterplay. Huh. Or I think that's why I pulled in my hand just then. Sorry.
You must have got it.
So 30,000 double strike.
He already can't combo out of it.
40,000 double strike, just to make sure. I didn't know if he had another super combo in his hand or anything like that.
Actually, 25.
It's
30.
It's 40,000 double strike crit.
Yeah, there's no way unless he had a super combo in his hand. So Koitsukai, Goku, and drop area. I see he's got one of the big boy Vegitos in his hand. I just can't see what that other card is.
So I activate bottom effect of my Unison. Of my leader to play the Unison for 3 energy. I'm discarding a card to pop his board, so he cannot combo with that topo now.
Yeah.
Boost it to.
So now max. He's got 25, 30, 35,000 in hand.
Yeah, and so I got to discard 2 cards. There's my Secret Rare. Yes, I play the 6-drop just for kicks. If I ever get to turn 6, I'm going to play it. I just love that Secret Rare. Even though Cell X is probably a better choice to play in this deck. And yeah, he could not outdo that.
Yeah.
And
I kind of figured that was going to be a kill turn. That was that was one of those topos. It was like too little too late.
Now, just to throw out there real quick, we did do 2 matches. This was the second of the matches. Our first game, we both had really bad hands. Apparently, I had a worse hand this time around, so I was like, oh, man, he's going to beat me this game. Hopefully, it's a good game. And I managed to just draw what I needed about on turn 2 and just kept on getting what I needed from that point on. Matt's a great player.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to stick with Vegito until the new set comes out, actually.
Vegito's a lot of fun. It's very draw dependent. If you don't see the cards that you need, the card slogs through. But if you see what you need and the matchups are right, it can really be controlling. It can be really aggro. But because of the nature of the deck, it just doesn't draw to see that stuff as consistently as other decks can do.
So, that wraps up today's video. Hope you all enjoyed that today.
If there's anything you all want to see, make sure to let us know below. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. We always appreciate the love. Give us a like, leave us a comment.
Check out our Sunday videos from here on out. They should be something different. They may incorporate Dragon Ball Super to some degree, but at the same time, they're going to be something completely different every Sunday. Just kind of go into the OG of what Attack on Production was supposed to be. Hopefully you all enjoy the more wackiness and bizarreness of what we're calling our Fun Day Sundays.
Leave us a comment below of stuff that you would like to see that's not Dragon Ball related. What would you like to see us do or provide you all? We have ideas, obviously, but if you all would specifically like to see something, let us know.
And with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Fluff, would you lead us out?
Of course. As always, read your cards, know your plays, and like always, bluff it.